Hi guys, we are second year pharmacy students from the University of Charleston School of Pharmacy. My name is Erik.
I'm Chris.
Amanda.
And I'm Allyssa.
And we're here to teach you today a little bit about medication safety, some stuff about asthma, and then how to dispose of your medications appropriately. This is a lot of words. This is basically what we're trying to do today. We're going to go over 5 steps to become medication smart. We're going to talk about asthma and what it does to the body if you have asthma. We're going to talk about some triggers that can make your asthma worse. And we're going to talk about ways to control the asthma if you have it. We're going to talk about an asthma action plan. We're going to talk about what kinds of medications are available for asthma and how you use them. And then we're going to talk about, once you're done with your medications and you don't need them anymore, how to dispose of them appropriately and safely, and how to use a medication disposal system that we brought along for you today. So some fun facts. There are a lot of people who don't take their medications as prescribed. So believe it or not, 3 out of 4 people don't do it. And it costs our country up to $290 billion every year. And if you don't know how many a billion is, it's 1,000 millions. So it's a lot. So here are the steps to being medication smart. You want to know what the medication is and who it's for and why you're taking it. Hopefully it's for you. You also want to know how you take the medication, like what time of the day, and for how long you should be taking it. So like for a month, forever, however long. And then you also want to know what foods or drinks to either take with or avoid while you're taking it. You want to know what kind of side effects you might experience and what you should do if you have them. And last, you should know how you should store the medication. Back to the side effects. Some of the side effects you might experience, things like, well, could anybody tell me any? Can you tell me a side effect that you might have? Yes?
Nausea.
Good. So you can have upset stomach, you can have throwing up, you can have a headache, diarrhea, all sorts of fun stuff. And Pill Bottle Pete is back. So yay. Who can tell me, just from looking at this slide, what auxiliary labeling is? Okay, I can tell you guys. Basically, it's a label that we put on a bottle, just things to be extra mindful of. So, like, if you're not supposed to take if you're not supposed to eat a certain food with this medication, or if you're not supposed to drive a car, or operate heavy machinery, or anything like that, these are labels that are just careful reminders for when you have your medication.
Okay, guys, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about asthma. Who can tell me anything about asthma? Who has heard it before? Anybody has an idea? Okay, good. Good. Asthma is a kind of disease that when one gets it, it can stay with you for a very, very long time. And therefore, you must be very careful. You know, we all need oxygen, and we have to breathe. And it's something that it makes you breathing very, very hard. And this asthma is caused by certain things. We call them triggers. Some of them are pollen, extreme motions. When there is extreme weather changes too, if you have an asthma, you have to watch out. It can cause by smoke, chemicals, dust mites in our house. Exercises. Yes, exercises. If you have an asthma and you're going to do an exercise, you make sure that you do what you're supposed to do, take your medication before you do the exercise to prevent any serious effect. And sometimes too, stress. So how do you control your asthma if you have an asthma? It is only you who knows yourself. So you must know how your asthma attack begins. If you know that, it can save you a lot. So you have to develop an action plan. And then you must know what your triggers are, what causes your asthma. Does my asthma come when I'm exercising? Does my asthma come when there is an extreme cold? Does my asthma come when maybe if you are vacuuming the house? Something like that. You must know that. If you know them, then you are going to save yourself very much. And then don't forget to take your asthma medication as prescribed by your doctor. Always try to track the symptoms of your asthma, like if you are wheezing or if your chest is becoming tightening, then you have to know that maybe you are getting an asthma attack. So immediately use your medication. Or if it is serious, call your doctor immediately. Now, so we have to develop an action plan. The action plan, we all see this when we are driving, when our trusted adults are driving us, or when we are coming to school, and we see the red spotlight, red, gold, and then green, or green, gold, and red. The green means what? Go. That means you are healthy, so you can do whatever you want to do. But you have to make sure you take your medication. Yellow means caution. The caution is that you know what your triggers are. So if you start to see you are wheezing or your chest is becoming tight, then you know that the asthma attack is coming. So immediately you take your medication. And then red means that it is getting worse, so you call your doctor immediately. And this picture shows some of the asthma medication. They come in so many forms. And we're going to demonstrate to you how you use them. And another device or machine that is used to treat asthma is called nebulizer. So this is a picture of a nebulizer. So how do you use your medication? Okay, I'm going to demonstrate to you how to use the medication. First, you remove the cap on the inhaler, and then you hold it upright. You shake it, and then tilt your head backwards slightly, and then breathe out. And then you put the medication on your mouth, and then you breathe in. You hold it for about 10 to 15 seconds. Then you breathe out slowly. If you have to take a second puff, you wait for about 1 minute so that the medication can get into your system very well before you continue.
So now we're going to switch to safe medication disposal. So why is medication disposal important? So oftentimes you guys know that medications are important for treating many conditions and diseases, but not all medications are used for a lifetime like asthma is. Asthma is typically it's a chronic disease, so it's treated for your lifetime. But most medications are not used for your entire lifetime, so you have to be able to dispose of them properly. So you want to be able to dispose of them in order to not harm other people. You don't want to harm yourself or your family members or your pets or even the environment. So here's the first question. Do you think that pouring medications into the trash is a safe disposal method? No. Throwing pills away in the trash without putting them in a sealed container first can be dangerous. We don't want pets, other animals, or our little brothers and sisters getting into the trash and eating the pills. Now, do you think flushing unwanted pills, liquids, and or patches down the toilet is a safe method of disposal? No. When medicine is flushed down the toilet, it can make its way into our water system. When fish and other animals are exposed to the chemical in medicine, it can actually be very harmful.
So now I'm going to talk to you about how to safely dispose of your unwanted medication. So there are medication take-back programs. The DEA offers a prescription take-back day. You could take your unwanted medications to the local police station, and you could also take them to a pharmacy or your health department. There is also a safe way to dispose of your medications at home, and you do this by mixing your medications with dirt or kitty litter or used coffee grounds. And then you would want to place this mixture into a plastic bag that you can seal or a large jug. And then you can just throw this container into your trash can at home. And then after you do this, you want to take your empty prescription bottles and make sure you scratch off all your personal information, and then you can also throw them in the trash can. There are also medication disposal systems, and every one of y'all are going to get one today. And this bag can safely dispose 45 pills. And you use this bag by opening the pouch, and then you want to pour your pills in. And then you'll fill the bag halfway with water. And then you'll seal the pouch and gently shake it. And then you can just throw this bag into your trash can at home. So now let's discuss some things that you have learned today. So you've learned the effects of asthma on the body. You have learned some common triggers of asthma. You've also learned how to control asthma and recognize the signs and symptoms of an asthma attack. You have also learned how to develop an asthma action plan. And you've also learned about devices used to deliver asthma medication, how to properly use that asthma medication device. You have learned the importance of medication disposal, and you've also learned how to dispose of your medication safely and how to not dispose of it safely. You've learned some locations where medicines can be safely disposed and how to safely use the medication disposal system. So now we're going to show you how to use the medication disposal system. Do I have 3 volunteers? Okay. We would like to thank y'all for allowing us to do this presentation.